A lot of air pressure. Now, you might be thinking, air pressure with Conra? All he has is this. I mean, what are you talking about? You know, you can actually... The funny part is you can actually cancel a move into a swarm, into another move, and into another swarm if you're high enough. So let's see if I can actually do this. I'm not sure if I can do this. Ah, crap. I actually did it to a Glacius. Damn. Okay, maybe I have to deal with the smaller one. Ah, damn it. Well, sometimes I can do it. You have to get some really good hang time, but if you're able to do that, you'll be able to have a swarm above and to pressure while you're coming down. Damn. Let's try it again. Oh man. But anywho, Glacius is the one character that I actually managed to pull off. I haven't really pulled it off any other character, but you want, every time you jump in, I feel like it's always a great idea to just cancel into a swarm, because the matter of fact is, even if you hit him and you go kind of behind him, you'll have this in the way, right? If you do it low enough. So that way, even if you do get blown up, most of the time, the character will actually run into the swarm, and it'll actually screw them up. But of course, it won't really apply to most characters if they have a shadow that they can do in a linker or something that will make them projectile invincible, but it keeps them on their feet. So especially when they don't have meter. You can do it with any normal. So let me see if I can swarm. There we go. You can still press, as if you press a button in between, you can press a button between the swarm and after the swarm, which still gives you a lot of pressure in the air. You just gotta remember to keep pressing whichever button you feel like is, that will actually be able to come out. And in that instance, I'd pick light kick or something, what else? Also, this is a really great move, if you think about Glacius, Glacius just shatter tracks. This tracks whenever it wants, This is a really fantastic move, and it puts a trap under them. So, let me do a similar combo what I did in the first night. Let's see, how did I do it again? Just a simple combo, right? Boom, 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 right? And once that swarm is up there, you have a couple options. You can either put another one in front of you and then just kind of make him feel like he's trapped in. You can't jump, but keep in mind you can punch these things out of the way, so sometimes they might leave themselves open. But once that thing is up there, you can do a number of things the moment they wake up. Maybe you can do, crouching heavy, if they try to backdash or whatever, you can actually reel them in like this. And that thing is still going to be up there, so if you do like a juggle ender, guess what? They get hit by it, and then you can actually do an aerial recapture after that. That's something I haven't really been seeing so often. It's really good. So, boom, boom, boom. Aerial recapture into another combo. And then maybe just and then go right into a damage ender shadow. Or you can do it again. You can go crazy. You can do it more than once. So, especially if you just put one up there and you're just confusing them. Oh, and by the way, it's important that you don't do this, because it does lift their body up, and they might accidentally hit the shadow swarm, and then they'll basically ruin the whole setup for you. So instead of actually doing this, you might want to stick with just the swarm linkers. So, because it won't actually lift his body while that thing's up there. There we go. Oh, dang. I pushed them way too far. Let me try it again. Whoops. There we go. And then put him to another one. And then... Ah, damn it. Well, I didn't go along. But you can only do... I think you can only do an auto double after that. I might be wrong. But those are some pretty cool ways. Also, another awesome thing, check this out. Now, as any Conra may have found this extremely useful, sometimes they kind of, just do one out of the blue. Nothing really happens afterwards, right? What you can add up something to that. Now, Of course, you need some great reactions, but what I feel like is a great way to set up for it is starting with like the crouch and heavy, right? So if you do a crouch and heavy and then combo into the spike, he's already going into you. Like, okay, what else can you do after that? Go into a crouching heavy, spike, and then you actually have to confirm it right after the spike hits. So you have to really pay close attention to this, because if you see that hits, then it gives you the go-ahead to do that. And it still combos from that far distance into that. Into that. So you can actually combo that from I believe half to like semi full screen, even from very, very, very far away. Oops. But that is a great, great tactic. So, because if you're having trouble by just, you know, if this is your plan, if you just do a spike and you just hope it hits and into a kind of, you know, what if they're blocking? You just wasted a shadow. This is a great confirm to react to, especially, you know, if you catch them. You just gotta pay attention. Even if they're blocking, just do the same move, because guess what? If they block that, the trap's right under them. And then they're gonna feel pressure to get out. And that's where you start putting swarms. So that way you'll keep them between the swarms and the trap. So let me try it again. Let's see here. Yes, I'll put this up on YouTube. This is, I'm sorry, this is actually considered an episode of Workshop. So for people that are fooling around with the Conra. I mean, I can't really say that this is the best tech or anything like that. This is just stuff that I found useful doing online against folks. It's given me opportunities to do damage. It's giving me opportunities to really kind of, you know, move in on characters, really. It doesn't work for everybody. Again, you know, if they block, you have to move on to a different setup. You have to be thinking ahead, you know. You can't rely on just one setup. If it doesn't work, then you'll feel stuck. You don't know what to do anymore. And I still feel that. So, let's see. Let's give it a try again. Oops. And I screwed that one up. I screwed that one up again, too. Oh, yeah, and if you just do it raw, you'll actually do auto doubles. But that one actually pushes them too far. That's why you had to hit him with the far fierce or the far, or crouching strong. Gosh darn it. You have to, like, slightly delay it so that way you can get hit by it. Oh, my goodness. I'm screwing up. And it's a bit harder for me to do offline since I do it so much online. I think I do it a little bit quicker than usual. Let me try it again. Oops, oops. Oh, there it is. I could have done the fierce. Let me try it again. Ah, dang it. But you just practice it. You'll get the timing down. Online, it's a bit easier for me to do. Offline, it's a little bit harder. Just because I've been playing more one than the other. There we go. Ah, dang it. I didn't confirm it into anything else, but... And I got close enough to do an auto double. You can steer this, by the way, guys. You can actually steer the shadow. I like to hold forward, so that way it'll have more of a chance for it to actually combo. Oops. Dang it. Let me try one more time. Yes! Got it. Ambiguous. Not really. That's all. And one more thing to kind of show you guys. I'll have a great 900s. One more thing that I want to show you guys is with the instinct. As you guys know, you don't need traps. You can just kind of do whatever, right? Except if you want to do the aerial recapture, but you can just kind of do, you know, you can have like the super jumps, right? You know, some Conras will do this too. It's really good. You know, kind of like this into that. Crouching back strong into light swarm, because it's actually a pretty good block string. You can actually switch this up too, you know, especially if you're far away. Kind of like that. But one thing I really like using with this thing, now I haven't perfected this in by any means, but one thing that I really enjoy doing with this is like after you put him in the swarm combo that gives you the free shadow, you can basically, what you can do, right, is once he's on the other side, you activate instinct. And then you want to go for that, just, oh man, it's really hard to combo, but you want to go for the, you want to jump right over his head. Damn, it's really hard to do. Let's see you do Crash and Fierce. There we go. And that way, you know, sometimes it'll look extremely ambiguous, and if you feel like they can block it so many times, you can easily do this instead, right above their heads. And you can still punch them after that. So we're gonna definitely try to do that, some of that in a moment. I guess what I feel like would really make him strong is if he utilizes, you know, more of Shadow Swarms that just stays right above the character's head, and from there on they automatically feel the need. I can't jump forward, so what am I gonna do? I'm gonna have to walk forward, or I'm gonna have to backdash a lot. Gives you enough time to do something else, right? But from there on, that's what makes or breaks a con run. You have to really see what your character is really afraid about, whether he's too afraid of blocking low, he's too afraid to jump, if he's going to backdash all the time, or if he's going to keep rushing you down. You can take advantages of it. I haven't really, I haven't found out all the advantages yet. It's really, really hard. You have to work super hard for this character to, you know, to really shine, but yeah. Corner pressure, yes! Corner pressure, yes! What Dislex mentioned. This is great corner pressure here. Into backstraw, into Light Swarm. You know, even if they block it, you know, I'm pretty sure it's a safe block string. And oh, and also, if you're having a hard time trying to get that, you know, even though it does look really slow, what you can do is just basically, you know, if you're in front of your opponent's face, just jab, swarm. No, you can't really, you can't combo two jabs after one or the other, so you can really fake them out. And you can just mix in other hits as long as they have, you know, they don't stay in block stun for so darn long. Is Connor your type of character? Nope. I'm just having a lot of fun with him. This character, in my opinion, I feel like he's mostly like, how do I put him in just like 2 words? I want to call him a grappling zoner. A technical grappler with zoning properties. No, a technical zoner with grappling properties. There you go. I think that's a pretty good one. He's not my type of character. I'm way more into like extreme footsies and, you know, stuff like that. But this character, it's, you know, I'm having a lot of fun. I love him. Not my type, but just putting characters into traps over and over again, it's a lot of fun. You can really outsmart somebody hilariously, you know. Oops, I screwed that one up. A trappler, yeah. That's a good way. A zoning trapplers. So, yeah. If anything, if I would have to say, like, what type of character he reminds me of immediately right off the bat, first place would hit Glacius, because what does Glacius do? Most of the time, you know, zones you out, puts you into really crazy setups, and can rush you down, but that part doesn't really apply too much to Conra unless you know what you're doing. I mean, like, it's, in my opinion, it's a lot easier to rush down with Glacius than it is with Conra, and a little bit of Spinal. But I would say that's about it. So, oh, by the way, guys, I've been losing tons. I think I dropped down like 3 ranks trying to play this character on rank, but it's the same exact thing when I was playing with Maya. So, yeah. So I hope you guys found some of that interesting. I'm gonna post this up on YouTube under workshops, so that way, you know, if you guys want to learn some kind of setups, you know, you guys could just watch that. I'm not going too in-depth into them, but I mean, they're basically set out on the table for you guys to kind of pick up and see whatever new stuff that you can apply to your own. Alright, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna